Sup traders, trades here. Let's do a pre-market analysis for the 18th of December, Wednesday. We've got FOMC later at 7 p.m. So ideally, I don't really want to be trading anything from New York session on. If I get a trade during London session, I'm trading. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave that for the day and then come back to it tomorrow. So bearish order flow weekly time frame, as I've been on the higher time frames, but also acknowledge the fact that we rejected a major sell side liquidity, weekly time frame order block right there, and a monthly time frame fair value gap. So could potentially not see the price come all the way back down to this low, right? That might be the low of the year. Tuesday, I was waiting for Monday's high to be taken out, but it got taken out way too early. I didn't get the trade, got a trade on pound dollar instead. And today I'm going to wait for Tuesday's highs to be taken out and look for any trades to short. However, ideally, as Tuesday's high is taken out, as price is failing to continue lower, displace lower, ideally I would like price to come up and take out these 1.0540 level below this fair value gap, and I think that's a good level. We've also got that imbalance right above that from previous week. Now price could potentially find resistance at. But initially, I'm watching this previous day's high. I'm also watching this swing right now during the London session, mainly because we've had accumulation during Asian session right there. Right, we took out Monday, took out Tuesday's high. Then it displaced lower on the 1 hour time frame, leaving fair value gaps. We pulled back into that fair value gap, held the 618, pushed down, came into the start of these pin bars wicks, found support, and is currently pushing up, and it's coming up back up to that 618 level in this range with accumulation and manipulation. So yeah, I am definitely watching this. Depending on how price reacts here, could potentially wick above this high and continue lower. That's one prediction. Or it could come up to previous day's high and continue lower. We'll see how that plays out if I get an entry around these levels. But if we just continue lower, then I'll be looking to trade around these lows. It depends what time. If it's New York session, I'm not watching that level because FOMC, I'd much rather wait until FOMC is out. So let's just dive straight into pound dollar. Same thing on pound dollar. Bearish order flow on the high time frames. We had a market structure shift on the daily time frame, which was immediately followed with a bullish engulfing candle, and also on the 240 it failed to close below this low, and then seeing price displace up, leaving this order block breaker. So let's call it a breaker. And then coming back, pulling into it, tapping it one more time, pushing up. Just not a good sign that price was going to hold that level. But at the same time, we've pulled back quite deep into this range. We have also tapped into the daily time frame order fair value gap, pushed above it, almost tapped into, well, we did tap into this order block, right? And right now I'm just watching for previous day's high again to be taken out. We've also got this bearish fair value gap on the 240, which is the highest of all the fair value gaps within that order block, right? Within the 50% of that order block, these two order blocks. So I'll be watching for price to come up to that level. And we've just had CPI, which price came down to cut this low at the moment, and this would be a good place to go long. I would say I would wait a little bit. And I have taken a long somewhere around here with stops below these lows and targeting these highs, especially this new CPI candle high. And I'll be watching to take out the highs above that at the previous day's high. Especially, I will also be watching the fact that whether Euro takes out the highs first, or we start to get some kind of SMT. Because I'm predicting price to go up to that high. News came out, took out a low. To me, that's a good sign that we could continue higher up. We might continue lower first a bit more, right? We might just drop down to these lows first and then continue higher, but we'll see. And then I'll be trading from the previous day's high down to probably these lows look good. Depends on these equal lows at the moment. But like I said, if price comes up and then starts to range around New York time, I'm not going to trade it. I'm just going to wait for FOMC to come out and then trade after FOMC. So see how this plays out.